facility in any healthcare organization. GVK Diagnostics and GVK Emergency Management and Research Institute of Hyderabad. GVK EMRI in short is one of the biggest emergency service provider in India and possibly the biggest in the world, with about 60,000 ambulances fleet and attending one emergency every 1.5 seconds and saving one life every 2 minutes. GVK EMRI can about 1 billion in population in India. GVK Diagnostics was established last year with a single aim to provide comprehensive outpatient services, and in the last 1 year we've been proud to have done that successfully with a net promoter score of 8.7. On the diagnostic front, we have a full-fledged radiology, including a 3T wide-bore MRI, a cardiac CT, and all rare, specialty, and routine tests as well. We have about 17 consultants with her and 23 specialists, including cardiology, diabetology, ophthalmology, oculoplasty, general medicine, general surgery, gynecology, and urology, nephrology, gastroenterology, oculoplasty, and dental and physical. Taking inspiration from the Independence Day, today we are launching a campaign called Freedom of Good Health. As part of the campaign, we are doing a small event today, and I welcome you all again. Without much ado, I'm going to introduce the Fireside Chat host. The first person, the host of the evening, is an entrepreneur, an investor, and a change maker who brings in fresh ideas and bold visions to everything that he does. A key member of the GVK family. He's a board member in 3 companies in the GVK portfolio: Aragen Life, GVK EMRI, and Reddy Ventures. He's the founder and CEO of Equal, which is today India's largest data sharing company, and soon he's launching something called as Equal AI. He has been featured in the India's 40 under 40 and possibly the best youngest businessman in Hyderabad right now. The chief guest of the evening needs no introduction. While we all think about fitness goals, probably at least discipline in fitness and health, Olympic-sized dreams can also come true. Please welcome.
One moment. Run, coach. Yeah.
I'll just hold it. Just hold it.
I'm not 40 yet. So that's the first question they asked me. So when you're turning 40, how does it feel? I said I'm closer to 30 than 40.
But not 40.
40. Casual. Why don't you start? How you feel? You're obviously connected to GVK and EMRI. You've known the family. You've known many people in the organization.
Yes.
So why don't you start with
I
a few
think,
words?
yeah. Very great idea. I know GVK, the 108 is one of the biggest. You started with something new, and I think it's a great idea that you started with. And I think it also not only about helping people in the emergency, but also after that, because health is something where it's not when you need it. If you're in an emergency or if you need help, it's not at that point of time, but every single time you're always there and you have to take care of yourself. I think that's what is required in today's world. So I think once again, congratulations for whatever you've been doing, and of course, not 48, but
I think we're similar age. So I'll start off with a fun question, right? What's tougher, the grind of like an Olympic medal or saying no to ice cream? Because I believe you love ice cream.
Well, yeah, of course, saying no to ice cream is definitely tough, but I think Olympic medal is something very different that I would not compare it. I know it's not just few days or few months of hard work. It takes years and years of hard work, because Olympics is, it comes once in 4 years. So I think, of course, saying no to ice cream is something where you have to be like very strict with yourself. But of course, Olympic medal is a different level altogether.
So what's your daily schedule like? Can you walk us through what time you wake up? I'm sure a lot of people here are thinking, and aspiring to try to do that and make sure that mood score reduces in age.
Sometimes even I do that when I don't sleep on time. I'm like, I hope my recovery comes well. But yeah, I of course now I have my sessions at 7:30 and then until 11:30, and again in the evening from 4 until 6:30. So I think the major things that is very important is recovery. Because at times people think that we need to work hard all the time to get results, but the most important thing is how you work hard to take care of your body. I think that is very. It is for you, because at the end of the day, your body is something where
Nice. Today's age with social media, so many external pressures, there's and having a good mental health state. What do you do? Because obviously being a champion and being an Olympian, wavering experience every time you win or don't in that 4-year window. Can you tell us some tips that you follow?
I think definitely mental health is something where it's a very important aspect. I mean, physical health is one aspect, but I think mental health is something where at present it is, everybody is talking about mental health, because sometimes there are times where athletes actually back out, where they say that I'm mentally not right there and I cannot give my 100% mentally. So I think for me it is important to stay calm, and obviously during these times, especially when you lose, you have these self-doubt within yourself that can you do it, and when you're injured for an athlete, it's very important because you need to come back on track, you need to give your 100%, and sometimes it might not happen. But I think at that point of time, I think self-belief is very, very important, where you always keep believing in yourself and keep supporting yourself that, it doesn't matter. You have to keep working hard and come back much more stronger. Because it's not easy, as I say, but I think you always have to keep pumping up yourself, thinking that it is okay, this is not the end of the world. There are a lot more things apart from this, and you have to just come back stronger every single time.
No, amazing. Apart from a lot of doctors here, we have a lot of successful entrepreneurs here.
That's a very bad thing to do, because when I lose matches, like especially when I go abroad and lose like the first round, when you keep losing your first round matches, a lot of comments keep coming that what happened, or is it done, or can she come back, or what is next. Like we are going to go really mad or it's going to be very negative on ourselves because you might not take it right in the right way. I mean, how much ever you expect it to be like, it's okay, people might say I will be fine, but I think mentally, that always keeps going on in your mind. So I feel that, you just have to do whatever people say and do whatever you feel because they don't know what you're going through.
Absolutely.
Right? So,
is it a motivation? People saying that, is she done? Is that a motivation for you?
maybe, you also what I do. So how you take it, right? You can take it positively or you can take it negatively, but I feel it is important to take positively because otherwise.
No, amazing. A round of applause for that. So let's jump into some questions which are more personal, which are not what you read in the paper or the magazines, and it'll be interesting for everyone here to hear. I'm sure you failed in your life. Can you walk us through a couple of failures? Let's say your top 3 failures in your life and what you have learned and how that has helped you in your life.
Top 3, I would say definitely, when I'm losing in the first rounds in the tournaments, I think, that is definitely not good because I think it as a failure because, every time we go onto the court, we want to win that match or we want to win that championships. Second is, self-doubt when you keep losing or when your ranking is going down, you think, can I do it or what is happening or am I done? How do I do or what do I do to come up or keep up, the rhythm. And I think third one is, when I would not say it as a failure, but when I lost the 2016 Olympics, I felt, I could have changed something and, in that, particularly in the third set when I lost the finals of the Rio Olympics. So I will not tell it as a failure, but maybe I could have changed something is what I felt.
No, amazing. What is, I'm sure you have a very strong support system. Who is your biggest supporter?
Well, my parents are my biggest supporters. They're like pillars because they have seen me in my ups and downs and when I won, when I've lost, at my low and at my high. They've always been there throughout my life and of course now it's Datta also. But yeah, I think because of them I'm here today. My parents are sports persons, so I think it is in the blood. So, sports is in my family. So I'm lucky in a way because they always keep guiding me in a right way because they're so experienced that, they tell me what to do and what is right and what is wrong. So even though I lose, they always tell that, there's always a next time. That way they always keep motivating me and supporting me. So I think I'm really lucky to have, parents.
No, amazing. Amazing. Now, I want to dwell about one thing that's very personal to you, the P.V. Sindhu Foundation. Can you tell us what you're doing in the foundation and tell us what inspired you to do that?
So yeah, I mean, I'm constructing an academy in Vizag, so it's under construction and soon it's going to come up. So I think, sports has given me so much and I think it's time for me to give back to the sport now. So I think, what I've learned in my life and what I've experienced, I think it is important for me to actually tell people what it is and what it takes to become a champion, and I also want them to understand that it's not just few months of hard work, it takes years and years of hard work because few youngsters, men, women come out there and just play for few months and think it's done, I can't do it, or when they lose they're like, I think it's not for me, the sport is not for me, but they don't understand that what it takes, or it takes years and years of hard work to come up to a level. Couple of people might get success at a very early age, couple of people might take a lot of time to become successful. So I think that belief is what I want to tell people out there that, I know what it is and what it takes. So I want to let people know, and people who are inspired by me, it's not just that, when they come to me and say that, I want to become like you, or, I want to become another P.V. Sindhu, but I just tell them that it's not so simple. At the same time, it's not so hard as well, because nobody is born with a golden spoon. So I want them to understand that, and sport is for anybody, and anyone can come out there and play. So that's what I feel, and I want to actually convey my thing to the youngsters, and I want them to come play sport and get many more odds.
No, congratulations on this new initiative.
Thank you.
I'm sure it'll be a super success. And there are a lot of us here, a lot of our friends have young kids. What would you advise young kids to get into racket sports, or what would you advise younger kids?
Well, I would warn them. It's not that, when they start playing any sport, any kind of sport, not just racket sport, I want them to play some kind of sport. I think that's what I encourage them in doing. It's not that, because see, when you're young, you can't choose one sport. I want them to play all sports and then see what sport they are good at. Because as parents, even they might not know which sport is, it's suitable for my kid. Yeah. So I want them to actually go out there, play every sport, get used to it, and then after a level, like let's say when they are 7 or 6, then choose what you feel like. And when you initially choose, as kids, they want to keep changing sports and they want to keep playing every sport. This week it's badminton, or next week it's football, next week it's basketball. So I just want them to play sport and enjoy playing sport. I think that is what is very important for every kid to actually go out there.
Was Batty your first sport?
Yeah, actually it was my first sport. Okay. But a lot of people ask me, why not volleyball, why badminton?
Yeah, it runs in the family also.
Yeah. But I think it was my own interest. Initially, I started off with fun near my house, and then it initially became, a professional, and here I am today. So.
No, amazing. And I know you've now moved to Bangalore. I don't know how many of you know that she's moved to Bangalore. She's still Hyderabadi. She's going there for training and other stuff.
Yes.
Do you like Bangalore traffic or Hyderabadi ice cream?
Hyderabad is much better in anything. No choice. It's Hyderabad all the time.
Okay, good to hear that. I'll ask you one last question, and then I'll open it up for a few questions in the audience. We have, the audience has a lot of respectful media people, doctors, friends, well-wishers, entrepreneurs. So I want to give it a chance for a few people to ask questions. But what is your ultimate vision in your life? 50 years from today, how do you see that? And what would be a perfect life for you?
See, always a badminton player, obviously. But on a serious note, I think I want people to remember me as P.V. Sindhu on court, and also off court as a lot of people. I want them to be inspired by seeing me, and I want to tell them that it's not just about badminton, but also apart from badminton, as a person, who I am and what I do, not just by playing and achieving on court, but off court, what I do in terms of, let's say I'm constructing an academy, I'm building an academy now. So I want them to remember me as Sindhu, not only again as a badminton player, but also apart from that as a, let's say, by inspiring a lot of youngsters and also a lot of people out there.
Amazing. I'm sure you'll achieve that.
I hope so, yes.
So I want to, if you can pass the mic, Suman. Questions, guys? Open it up for a few questions. I have 2-3 more also. If nobody has questions, come on, we'll get Rakesh to ask a question. Pass this one, I put you on the spot now. No, next, Dr. Samir next.
Just ask on the title of freedom of good health. So how difficult is it to choose between staying healthy versus living the life you want to live?
I think I would always vote for staying healthy, because people might actually think that, oh yeah, I'll start off with fitness and just go out there and just make body, and then I'm there like, okay, I'm fine now. But I think it's a process. It takes time, and I think it's not just for a month or so and then you stop it thinking that, oh, I'm fit. But I think it's a process where you always have to keep yourself fit and keep going. Because as I mentioned earlier, it's not that when you fall sick, you actually go to a doctor and see and get tests done. But I think it's on a regular basis, you actually make sure you're on point and you do your checkups and make sure you're healthy and fit. So, yeah, I think regularly keeping yourself fit. I would not say obviously go work out for 5 hours, 6 hours. Maybe just 40 minutes, go out there, do some sort of exercise and get yourself fit, and just make it a habit by going and doing it every day.
So it's not like in the movies.
That's you do 30 minutes and you become fit and you make a gym body. No, it's not. It is a process. Yes.
Shastika is one of our main doctors here
Hello.
in the sugar clinic. Guys.
So you know that India, we are like a cricket match country. Where say my favorite player even women cricket is Sindhu. What I'm saying is, say 20 years before, only cricket. Beyond that, none of the sports and other things not to talk about anyway. So you grew from that particular type of times. So what do you feel like now? There are changing times, and definitely we're able to recognize other sports easily. But your comments on that?
Yeah, I think I'm happy to say that. I'm happy to say that badminton as a sport has increased and improved in terms of, let's say, initially, as you said, it was always about cricket, but I think now badminton has been recognized, and I think it's happy that I'm happy to say that after Saina, me, and then a lot of other athletes are doing really well and making sure that it's not just a sport where people actually just play for fun, but it's actually we are out there on the world map getting medals for the country at Olympics. So I think it's a proud moment for me, because being a badminton player, I can say that we are out there. Cricket is always cricket, but I think after cricket is the most watched, and as well as I can proudly say that at 2016, when the Olympic final was happening, it has much more viewership, more than cricket. So I think it's a very proud moment that you can actually proudly say that, badminton also is right out there in the world map, and people can actually say we have champions from India, and badminton is the most important and obviously the fastest sport in the world. So.
Hi Sindhu, I have a question. So you have trained with a lot of coaches and now an Indonesian coach. So what is the unique technique that Indian coaches and foreign coaches, different coaches teach?
I think every coach has a different style and different mindset. So of course, I'm very thankful to each one of them who has taught me since the time I've started playing badminton, because I've got medals with every coach. So I would not say it is something different, but yes, as I mentioned, they have a different style of play and different mindset and different thinking and different strategies. So I think it's always good to know what other coaches think, because that way we can also change our games accordingly. So currently working with the Indonesian coach, we are also working, because it's not just the coach, it also starts with the athlete, where as coach and as an athlete they need to come together and work accordingly. So yeah.
In the audience, a lot of people are sitting from different walks of life. So something we can take home from P.V. Sindhu, what different fitness tips, something which you want to tell all of us.
I already told that it's not just as an athlete we have to go out and work out. I think every person needs to go, let's say anybody, just a normal person, a normal human being, I would say, need to stay healthy and fit. It's not just that when you need help you actually go to the doctor. Every single day you make sure you do some sort of exercise, so there should not be any need of actually going out there to a doctor and ask for help. I think that's very important to keep yourself fit, and at the same time making sure you actually eat good dietary food and just stay healthy and have a healthy life.
Okay, last question I'm going to call Swati. Cold calling few people. Mic is.
You can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh.
They say that India, being the size it is, and with the number of youth that we have and the demographic dividend we seem to have at this point, we're still very skewed in terms of the ratio of medals that we get, right? So what, according to you, are two problems, two of the largest issues that you think we need to change as a country, both system-wise and mindset-wise, to change that ratio?
Yeah, I mean, it's a very good question because a lot of people keep asking us that, we have a lot of population, but where are the medals? I mean, what is happening? I think now that has been changing. One is where, it needs to start from the grassroots levels. It's not just that, a player comes and says, oh yeah, we want to play a sport, and then you go out there and, just stop in between and not do anything. I think it needs to start from the grassroots levels, and second is you need to have the right guidance and the right ecosystem, because not just that some other coach comes and says I'm a coach and I want to coach this particular child. You need to have the basics right, and you need to guide that athlete or that kid in a right way, because basics start from the grassroots levels, right? For example, as a badminton player, I say holding the grip is very, very important, and that is the basic. Like if you are wrong in it, then there's no point. So if you don't teach that kid what it needs to be or how you need to play, then that kid wouldn't know, and after a certain age, he can't change it. That is why you have to have the right amount of coaching, and those coaches also needs to be educated in such a way that wherever you go, or you make champions, or you make sure you take n number of kids, you need to guide them in a right way, and it needs to start from the grassroots levels, because we have a lot of academies here, but the proper guidance, the right coaching is also very, very important, and that is what we're looking at the moment, because we have support, we have academies, we have so many academies, but a right coaching and starting off from the grassroots levels and making sure you choose right athlete, okay, what she is good at. It also needs to be where the child is also interested in what he or she does. Not that if someone says, oh, you're good at this sport, not just that you join her or him in that sport and say you become a champion. It is not possible, because at the end of the day, the kid will want to do what he wants to do, right? So yeah,
That's true.
yeah.
No, but I think I'm going to end with that. But thank you so much, Sindhu, for coming and gracing us with this.
Thank you for having
One more question. Oh, Gayatri, last question. Sorry, sir. Last question.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm not going to keep it light because it's the last question. I know you have a lot of fans around the world. So what's the funniest or the weirdest thing a fan has done for you?
Well, I mean, it's very not fun, I would say. At the same time, not weird, but it's quite emotional in that way. Where in 2016, when I came back with a medal, a person actually, he was a labor, and he actually gave me his 1 month salary.
Wow.
Saying that you've done the country proud. I mean, I had tears. I still get goosebumps. But I think that's such a sweet gesture, because not anybody can do that. He gave me his 1 month salary, and it was like 600 rupees.
Wow.
I mean, it's like I have no words, because I mean, he actually gave his 1 month salary. I mean, for him it might be a
livelihood.
Yeah, I mean.
Wow.
So actually I gave him back, I just put some amount and said, and I gave him a letter saying, I think it's quite emotional for anybody, I'm assuming, because it's not that easy for a person to actually give his 1 month salary, and also it's not easy. Yeah, that's all I can say. It's quite emotional, but yeah.
It's been a wonderful interaction so far. We're going to end the event right now, and before we end, we just wanted to communicate that as part of our commitment towards early screening and staying healthy, we have a small gift to all the guests who have arrived today. We're giving a privilege card, and this is the first privilege card that we're rolling from GVK Diagnostics and Specialty Clinics.
Wow, that's really nice.
So the privilege card has one complimentary package which is loaded on it, and the information is given in the card. And now, to convey the word of thanks, I would like to invite Mrs. Veena Reddy. She's a member of the GVK family, and young entrepreneur who's coming up with something very exciting in the world of fertility. Over to you.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. On behalf of GVK Diagnostics and Specialty Clinics, Malika, Keshav, I, and the entire GVK family are truly humbled to have you all here. Firstly, I would like to thank our chairman, Dr. GVK Reddy, whose vision in building world-class health facilities continues to guide us all, and our vice chairman, Sanjay Reddy, for his unwavering support and leadership. Today marks not only our first anniversary, but also the beginning of our initiative, Freedom of Good Health. And here to support us on this initiative is our incredible guest, Olympian and badminton champion, P.V. Sindhu. Thank you, Sindhu, for inspiring all of us and, to dream bigger and live healthier. As a token of thanks to what Suman has introduced, you will be getting the first card.
Thank you.
Thank you. To our doctors, nurses, and the entire medical team, you're the true champions of this clinic. Thank you for everything that you do every day. To the media, thank you for carrying our message of proactive wellness to every home. And finally, to our dear friends and family, your support is the reason we're all here today. So thank you so much. We would love and encourage all of you to tour the facility, enjoy the refreshments, and please take this token of gratitude on your way out. Thank you everyone for taking your time out and being here. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. Very nice. Fun shot. Come. Akka, come. Veena. Come. Akka. Come. Both we are. All three of you girls are tall. Thank you. Sorry, last. Thank you so much. Good, fun.
Yeah, it was fun and light.
You should say it's fun and light. How was it? You were the people who were sitting out there.
Yeah, I'll ask. Do you want to finish?
You just stand
Yeah, sure. Okay. Fun and light. Called you. Called you.